take a minute to thank both my coaches, Kim Messinger and Sarah Ray, for just a bang-up job. I couldn't have done what I did this year without them too. My favorite part of the season, or most memorable part of the season, was probably the end of it. And just to give you a little feedback on that was, and when we talked to the girls, we tried to explain to them, it wasn't how we start, it's how we finish. Okay, we just asked them for a few things. With that strong interest, we asked for a commitment. We also asked them, and probably the most important one was to have fun. That's what it was all about. We said, don't worry about your scores. They will take care of themselves. And enjoy the 10-week journey. Okay, it wasn't the final destination, but enjoy the journey all the way. I would probably say, again, the most memorable part took us to the end because we really struggled at the beginning. I mean, it was a tough season at the beginning. And we knew that. So we made baby steps and goals, and we kept telling them, if you just follow these 4 things, things are going to work well out. Well, right now, as we speak, Schaumburg is odds-on favorite to win the state title. And we played Schaumburg in our last game. And let me tell you, they were awesome. In the first game, we lost by a couple hundred pins. The second game, we lost by 100. And then the last game, we were tied with them in the eighth frame. And the wheels came off a little bit, and we lost by 52. But after, it was nice was the head coach from Schaumburg came over and talked to our team and says, you know what, I saw you guys at the beginning and I see you at the end, and you guys really got a lot better. Great job. So for me, that was what it was all about. Cool. You know something about Gab is the more I've heard, the more great things I've heard about Gab. And I'm hoping that next year, some of the things that we're going to do is we've had a lot of people in the community, believe it or not, are starting to donate bowling balls out there for us. And I think what we're going to ask nicely if Gab would be able to help us maybe drill some balls and that there. But I know it's a great organization, and down the road we are going to tap into Gab. Well, I would say this. We also, when we met, we wanted to do baby steps. We wanted to crawl, walk, and run. And right now, I think with this year, we started to crawl, and we started to sit up a little bit. And the things I think we need to do is we have to get more equipment for the girls, open gyms, and then we're also going to run a summer camp, fingers crossed, that goes to for us this summer. And then we're going to try to maybe go to the bowling alley and maybe do some fishing in some of the leagues for the girls. So we're going to let the community know that we do have a bowling team.
I would have to say my favorite moment of the season was beating Prospect over at Prospect at their place. It was a Friday night game, good crowd of people, and for us it just kind of all seemed to come together. You know, we took a nice lead going into, or actually we made a big shot to tie it at halftime, then in third quarter took a lead and never gave it up. So the girls just did a really nice job, especially with the pressure coming down the stretch, not being on our own home floor, and came away with a conference victory, which was really exciting. I would have to say that we as a team played a lot of tough competition this year, and each game when the ball went up, we played our hearts out until the last second the buzzer went off. You know, you can get down on yourself when there's a lot of tough players you're playing against, but they always seem to, you know, come into each time out ready to listen, ready to make an adjustment to our game plan, and they played hard all the time. I'm really excited for a lot of the numbers. We've had really big numbers this year on our freshman A and B teams as well as our JV team. There just seems to be a lot of people interested in playing the game of basketball. And, you know, it's a tough game. It's a very physical game, and I feel like the girls are ready to learn, willing to learn, and I think we're going to see some great things coming in the stretch for girls basketball.
The qualities of the team I am most proud of is their ability to adapt and make changes on the spot. We had, through competition, several judges give us different techniques and different skills to put in, so I was constantly changing the routine, sometimes the night before competition. So their ability to kind of pick it up and go forward right away was awesome. And then the night before our last competition, we had huge changes. Our alternate went in, and they pulled through, and it was the best performance I've ever seen.
Good.
My favorite memory from this season would be at our second or third competition when I was the newer coach still, getting adapted to going to competitions, getting to know the girls. We had one girl, Alacia, got upset at one of the competitions. So in order to help her, Sarah decided to keep giving her cupcakes and wanted her to eat this cupcake. Alacia did not want anything to do with it, so she decided to come behind her and smack it in her face, and we all thought it was hilarious and took several pictures. So that was one of the funnier moments. For the future of the program, I am very excited to build the team, build our skill level, have more girls come out. This year I started the Guy Palms group, which was a new thing that Elk Grove never did before in their dance program, so that was my first step. And now it's just getting more girls, building up our spirits, building up skill level, and getting out there.
Great. Perfect.
All right, my favorite memory from this season was watching the girls' incredible success at the Knights Invite this year. From the beginning of the meet through to the end, they just did incredible. Their momentum from the beginning just kept building and building, and their support for one another was just really awesome. They ended up getting their season high of the year at a 136.6 by like several points. And then just the cherry on top was that they ended up winning the invite and beating some really good teams in the MSL. So it was really exciting watching them have some really great success all collectively as a team. I'd like to say thank you to the Grenadier Athletic Boosters for our new bar set this year. I know on behalf of the staff, the gymnastics team, it was just an incredible investment this year, one that the girls are just elated about. It's really, really nice to have a quality set of bars, and we wouldn't have been able to get that equipment that was really necessary without the boosters helping us out. So thanks. This year we had a lot of freshmen come out. We had a huge freshman team, a lot of enthusiasm. The JV team really showed off some great chemistry with one another and showing support. And the varsity team, they just had a lot of talent, a lot of new faces on the team. I know that the future of this program is just really bright. Like I said, there's a lot of energy from the freshman team and a lot of numbers there, a lot of excitement. The chemistry from the middle group there is going to only build, and then our varsity talent is going to hopefully take us to that next step. So I'm looking forward to the future.
My favorite moment of the season was probably when we won the prospect invite and got our highest score. That was pretty exciting and fun. I would like to thank my teammates for always supporting me when I had my fears and a lot of stuff. So the funniest moment of the season was probably whenever Jill and Angel were dancing. I'll miss my teammates and especially the seniors. They'll be gone next year, so that'll be sad. But
my favorite moment of the season was when we all stuck beam at our first home meet, and BURKE made us a deal that if we all stuck, we got Portillo's, and we got that at the next meet. I would like to thank my parents and BURKE because they made me like high school gymnastics, and at first I was like, I don't know if I should do it, but then I realized it was really fun and I got to meet a lot of new people. And my best memory of the season was when we won the prospect invite out of 5 other schools that were really good, and we got our season record that meet. And it was a lot of fun to do it with all my friends. The 2 seniors and especially my teammates over summer, since we don't train at the same gym, and yeah, I'll miss them a lot.
My favorite moment of the season was when we won first place at the prospect invite, and it really helped motivate the team to do better at the rest of the meets throughout the season. I'd like to thank my parents and my teammates. They helped me get through the season and support me and help me progress and get new skills throughout the season. I can't say there's just one funniest moment, but all together we're just always having fun and dancing around, and we always play the music really loud when nobody else is in the field house, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm really going to miss the seniors, Katie and Anna, because we've become so close this year, and we spend so much time, not just in the gym, but outside of school too.
This season was filled with a lot of favorite moments. First things that come to my mind are the clapping in the locker room after a win, just to see how proud the guys were, and this group loved to clap, and we had a lot of chances, fortunately, to get after it in the locker room, see how proud they were of how hard they played. you know, we talked a lot about how long it takes over the season to earn a conference championship, and to finally get to that moment at Wheeling was a very proud moment. Getting to the regional final, seeing those guys win a playoff game, and the excitement of all those one-point games was undoubtedly just kind of like a great roller coaster throughout the season. The qualities of the team that I'm most proud of are, we talked a lot about being humble but playing hard and respecting the game, and how much you had to do to earn victory, and how they kind of took that the whole season and worked hard, and never got ahead of themselves even when things were going really well for us. Their ability to have fun, crack jokes along the way in practices, on the bus rides, yet still focus on the task at hand. A couple funny moments, favorite moments of the season. From a funny standpoint, it's definitely listening to Stefan rap on the bus on the way home. It usually started with Bradley Hubley putting on a beat, and Stefan going, yo, okay, we're riding in the FURMAN mobile, getting that W. And from there it was all downhill. So that was definitely funny. Coming up with some funny phrases and practices like, you look like a sick pancake, or babe, don't do that. Those were definitely times of laughter. Seeing how proud Josh Turkson was when he made the team. He must have given Coach Sakin and I each 3 hugs and thank yous and handshakes, and just to see how much it meant to him to make the team coming to Elk Grove from Burlington Central in his senior year. Special moments, being able to have 3 guys be all conference, 4 guys be all area, have the player of the year in the East. Just kind of reflects on how much hard work these guys put in together for other people to recognize and see how talented this team was. And being able to look up at the banner, and we would just say 2015, 2016, and have that up there, and every time you can look at that and just kind of reflect on a great group of guys who had a great season.
The season was beating Prospect. I won Wingwood with the tip in. I'd like to thank the coaches and my mom, Anthony Furman and Dan Sakin. Funniest moment on the season is after winning games, Steph and Wingba on a winning bus. They rap. It's pretty funny. I will miss playing with my team, everyone on the team, the juniors, the seniors. We just one big old family. From practice to games, down the stretch, we come together as a team.
My favorite moment of the season was beating Prospect and clinching first place in the MSL East. Definitely want to thank my parents first. I want to thank the coaching staff. I would like to thank my professors helping me staying after class so I can be eligible to play. And I'd like to thank all of the support I got. Definitely have to say morning practices. Like getting up in the morning and playing basketball. It's the first thing I do throughout the day, and that makes me very happy. And I'm going to miss the guys that I'm leaving behind, all of the juniors. And I'll definitely miss my coaches, and I'll miss my teachers as well.
My favorite moment of the season was easily when we beat Prospect on senior night. It was an insane environment. Everybody was going crazy. Last few minutes especially, everybody was just, the crowd was wild, and it was just awesome to be a part of. I'd like to thank all the coaches, all the parents. All the coaches are just great guys. Help us improve every day. I'm going to miss playing with all my teammates. I've been playing with them for at least 4 years, some of them even longer than that. And they're all my brothers, so I'm going to miss that a lot.
My favorite memory of the season was definitely hitting the routine at sectionals and qualifying for state. Yeah, I would like to thank Gab for purchasing our mats, and we got a full floor from them. I'm really excited just to see, we have a lot of talented kids, and so I'd like to see what they are going to be bringing next year. We're really excited to see that. The qualities of the team that I'm most proud of are their perseverance. This year they were thrown a lot of wrenches. We had a lot of injuries, and we had cheerleaders that stepped up even the day of a competition, and they performed that day. They learned the whole routine. So.
The main quality of my wrestling team that I was the most proud of was their ability to fight. No matter who they were wrestling, no matter how many kids we had in the lineup or what the score was, I knew they were going to fight for 6 minutes. Whether they were up against someone ranked top 10 in state or was a kid that they've beaten, I knew I could count on them to go hard for the whole 6 minutes.
Perfect.
I'd like to thank Gab for our awesome gray Under Armour warm-ups that they helped us purchase. Kids really look good, and it kind of helped pump them up before we went out to a meet. Can easily say we had the nicest uniforms of any of the teams we competed against. Favorite moment of the season? I would say my favorite moment was we had a wrestler, Eddie Gutierrez, who had just wrestled the match of his life. Did everything perfect, everything that I could have possibly coached him to do. And he comes off the mat, and I was excited for him putting a full match together. And he looks at me and he goes, "Happy birthday, Coach." My birthday was the next day, so it was the best present I could have asked for.
One of my top moments of the season was the first weekend. We went to the Main East Relays. We took second, and just watching our guys start the year that way on a high note, swimming fast, being competitive, it really kind of set the tone for the year that we ended up having. The team that I'm most proud of, first and foremost, has to be our work ethic. Our guys come to practice every day knowing that it's going to be long and hard, and they're mentally ready every day to get in the water. And their dedication, they just keep showing up. I mean, it gets long during winter break and tedious when it's cold getting up, and they keep coming back every day working to get better and swim faster. So I think those two are probably the biggest qualities. Not so much funny, but some of my favorite memories are really the last couple weekends, our championship season at the sectional meet. We had 25 swims, and every time we got in the water, we were faster, and we weren't like tenths of seconds faster. We were seconds, 2-3 seconds faster. And then this past weekend at the state meet with Jack, it's always a great environment, but to be there with Jack, and he loves being around the crowd, and he swam faster. So really just kind of between the start we had to the year at Maine East and then finishing up at sectionals at state, really just very proud of the year we had and looking to continue to build and grow off of those memories.
My favorite moment of the season was going to state, swimming 4 events, placing 3rd place, 4th place, 4th place, and 3rd place, winning medals, representing Elk Grove, and rocking the hizzle. The funniest moment of the season was when KURA brought out the cricket. The cricket was the famous thing that I saw or heard when I was swimming, and I was flailing my arms around, thinking that there was a cricket swimming in my lane, but there wasn't. It was KURA's cricket. So ever since then, the cricket would come on and off, and I'd say, "I can't see it anywhere." But eventually I'd ask, "Hey, we haven't seen the cricket in a while. Where is he?" And KURA's like, "Ask and you shall receive." There it is. I'd like to thank coaches. Coach KURA, Coach Dave, and Coach Sputh. They have been invaluable help. They have worked out with me one-on-one, and even though they had kicked my butt for the past few weeks, it paid off. I'm going to miss the seniors because they have their last season this year. I have another season ahead coming next year, but they don't. So they're going to move on to greatness. They're going to, if they swim in college, they're going to swim strong. They're going to win. They're going to win medals, and they're going to impress crowds like I did.
Anything else?
No, other than I will be back next year with the swim team for yet another successful swim season in the Hizzle.
Yeah.